Hello and welcome back to my channel. Let's just start this video off by addressing the elephant in the room. I got new glasses. I'm just joking. I straightened my hair. We're missing the signature afro, you know, she's big, but in a different way. Some may even say that I have a fluffy silk press. We learned this past couple weeks on TikTok that y'all actually hate that word. So we're just gonna dive a little bit into that. I've had my hair straightened for I wanna say about 2 weeks now. My thoughts about having my hair straightened, my thoughts about straight hair as a whole. As you guys know, I'm a real advocate for natural hair. So this is like method acting. I wanna know what's all the craze with being a straight natural? Like what's going on? Like what's it like without an afro? Like the real reason why I got my hair straightened, it was my birthday and I wanted to try something new. But that came with a couple things that I wasn't anticipating. So let's just hop into that. So for one, this is not my first time getting my hair straightened. I think the last time I got my hair straightened was probably like, I want to say like a year and some change ago. And I got my hair straightened, but it was in the summer, in the middle of July. And the East Coast is a swamp in the summertime. Y'all think that the fluffy silk presses you see now are fluffy. I basically had like a glorified blowout, like an overpriced blowout essentially. I didn't really have my hair like straight for real, but my hair was pretty pressed the first couple days, especially of me getting it done. I felt a little embarrassed to say this, but I genuinely loved it. I loved the roots. I loved how flat my hair was. I love that I could put it in a ponytail. I love that I could have this little piece out like this. I like that I can, you know, pin my hair back real cute. And I really felt like, I was like, oh, I feel like a baddie, like, okay, hair for the win. And it took me back to my childhood when I would have my hair straightened and I would like love it. I could put my hair in a bun. I could put it in a ponytail. I don't need no help. I don't need no water. I don't need no gel. I don't need nothing. It's just me and my hair. Like I felt really good about myself. My hair, you know, shrinkage didn't have nothing on me, and at that time length was everything for a young Sion. It became kind of like an unhealthy obsession with what I was able to do with my hair, and I started to resent how short and kinky curly my hair was naturally. I also think having my hair like this makes me more obsessed with length than I would prefer. But at the same time, having my hair like this has also reminded me taking care of my ends are important, and I have not been trimming my hair regularly. So it does both. So there's pros and cons to it. Like avoided having my hair straight in a way to like protect my mental from going back to the way that I used to think. I'm a big girl now, so I need to be able to like get my hair straightened without regressing in my self-acceptance. Like I don't think that those things should be mutually exclusive. So on my natural hair journey, I had a point to not straighten my hair for as long as possible. So I used to do once to twice a year all the way up until I want to say like 9th grade, and then I didn't get my hair straightened again until 11th grade. So I waited like a full another 2 years, and then after that I waited another 2 years before I got my hair straightened again. So I like went from like twice a year to once every 2 years. And then now I'm not really on like a routine. Just straighten my hair, 1 for my birthday, I wanted something different, 2 little length check and a split ends check. And let me tell you guys, it is not looking too good over here. And you know, just to try something different, like I wanted something new. And like I said before, I definitely felt guilty because I was like, dang, I told everybody on YouTube only wear your natural hair. I said wigs are evil. No, I never said that, but like I'm sure it seemed like that, where I was like, nothing else, natural hair only, but afros and twist outs and braid outs exclusively. I don't want to hear nothing about no straight natural. I don't want to hear everybody embrace their texture. Here I am with very much so not my natural texture with some thoughts. For one, I think a lot of the guilt that I felt was because I really pushed for natural hair. I truly love curly, kinky, type 4, type, you know, 3. I like wavy hair. I like curly hair. I like kinky curly hair. I like the super coily zigzag afro textured patterns. I love all of it. I think it's very beautiful. I love afros of all shapes and sizes. And this isn't me just saying it in a PC way, but genuinely it brings me joy to see people with their natural hair texture who are happy, enjoying it, picking it out. Like I like truly from the bottom of my heart, like I love seeing it. And I think sometimes I want to be that example, and I really want to like practice what I preach. So this almost felt like I was like cheating on the natural hair movement. And I had to like remind myself that it is my prerogative to try different styles, the same way that like if somebody wore an afro 1 month and then had braids the next, that doesn't negate their experience with their afro. Both of it is just hairstyles. I have to remind myself, like, even when I said in my own video, was that the habitual nature of it and never wearing your natural hair and resenting your natural hair and always choosing something else outside of your natural hair is where those pitfalls lie. Aside from that, I also think that having my hair like this reminded me of a lot of the texturist beliefs that I grew up with about how certain textures are better than others, and how much I used to resent my hair for not being 3C, spiral, coil. All those thoughts kind of started to come back, especially when I was getting my hair done and my ends were terrible, and you know, it was really matted up, I'm not gonna lie. And I felt like the hairstylist was low-key starting to, I could feel her exhaustion, I felt exhausted, and I was like, dang, if I just had, you know, one less, if my hair is like this level of kinky curly, if it was like a little looser, maybe this process would be easier. And I had to remind myself that there's pros and cons to everything. Yes, because my hair is super fine and super coily, it leads to like a lot of tangling, and my hair just really loves to be enmeshed with each other. So that made the process take a lot longer, like I want to say like 5.5, 6 hours. But at the same time, it comes with other pros. Like, my afro would not be as big as it is, and it wouldn't like levitate off my shoulders if my hair wasn't the texture that it was. And I can't imagine having an afro that laid flat on my head. That wouldn't be afro anymore, it would just be like a curly do. So I can't imagine my hair like that. So I just have to remind myself, like, it's beautiful in all of its stages. Sometimes it's a little inconvenient, but it's okay. Aside from that, I saw a lot of texturism on TikTok talking about silk presses, and I don't know how TikTok knew that I had my hair straightened, but all of these different TikToks about body being like, oh, me when I hear fluffy silk presses are trending, and it's somebody with like very voluminous pressed hair, and it's not like super flat. It looks like a blowout that is like a one pass straightener afterwards. So it's like the way that the name describes it is literally on the nose for what it is. And I saw a lot of people being like, that's not a silk press. A fluffy silk press doesn't exist. If it's a silk press, it has to be silky. If your hair is not flowing and moving, then that is not a silk press. And I just feel like, if I'm being honest, these labels are stupid and arbitrary. If your hair is straightened, no matter what degree it is straightened, I don't really think it matters. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. If I'm being quite honest, I feel like regardless, you're just straightening your hair. I understand there's like a technique to it, and like there's a certain way that you're gonna get that flow and blow in the wind. But I think in the grand scheme of things, if some people have found an alternative that doesn't apply that much heat to their hair and also gives them that like body and bounce that they're looking for while being able to do something new, what is the big deal? Another thing is, it's so much easier for people with like tighter kinky textures to have their hair puff up after like a week of having a silk press. Why can they not enjoy that, the fact that it's fluffy? Are you guys mad because they said they're happy about it? Or are you mad because they're using your label and like it's not? And it's just like, why do you care so much because somebody else has like a fluffier look to it? At the end of the day, like, it just has very texturist undertones for you to be criticizing somebody's hair. Like, I saw on TikTok, I said my hair was a silk press, and then somebody commented, no, that's more like a cotton press. That's racist. Like, I'm not gonna, that's like anti-black. Like, that's very rude. It's so sad to hear it come from one black woman to another. And I feel like at the end of the day, what are we even arguing about? Like, I don't even know what we're even arguing about. And I feel like at the end of the day, if you don't like that hairstyle, don't get that hairstyle. If you want your hair to be bone straight, crank up that straightener to 450 degrees and pop it. Really, really, really pop all those curls out. If you want it to be more fluffy, crank it back down to 300, 320. Do that one pass. And then you're gonna have the outcome that you want. But to argue, to get on the internet and argue with another woman about the label that she put her hair under, guys, you don't think it's a little silly? Like, and I feel like this is even more sillier than people arguing about hair typing, because hair typing, I can understand the benefits, and I can also understand the issues with somebody with like a significantly looser curl texture just throwing out the name 4C because they know that it's going to get more clicks and views than somebody who actually has 4C hair, you know, showing their real routine. I can understand like the harmful implications of that, but for you to get upset because somebody wants to call their silk press a fluffy silk press. Like, what are we even arguing about? Because they didn't even say it's a silk press. Because if they called it a regular silk press, you would get upset. You would say that's a blowout. So them just coining it fluffy silk press just means that it's not super, like, it has body, it has bounce like a silk press does, but it's fluffy and it has more of like a blowout look rather than like a super pin straight look. Is it a crime? Is it a crime? Please tell me. Is it a crime? Who's gonna die here? And don't we have bigger fish to fry? Just in general, I'm still, even with my hair like this, I'm still a pusher for people doing their hair as they want, and people especially embracing their natural hair, particularly their natural hair texture. I think it's beautiful that people are embracing a fluffier, more easily achievable look in terms of like straightening their hair. I think heat damage sucks. If you don't want to have heat damage, then that's a fantastic option. I went to the salon and they were not letting me go unless my hair was bone, especially the roots were bone straight. So that's, we'll see on the next episode how what my texture looks like. That's just as a whole, just my overall thoughts about, straight hair. Put my thinking cap on. I can actually put hats on, fun facts, with my hair like this. So there's other pros. Guys, comment down below how good my hair looks. I'm just joking, don't do that. Yeah, guys, yeah, I have straight hair. Like, I don't really know what to say. It's not permanent. It'll probably be gone in like a month. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you take care of your hair, oil your scalp. Do not bully people on TikTok. That's not good. And uplift each other. If you see a black woman and you like her hair, tell her you like her hair. Or any woman, if you see anybody actually you like their hair, tell them that you like their hair. Like, I didn't think I would have to say that because I assume most of my audience is adults, but I guess like it happens sometimes. But anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye.